Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Here we go. Swing! It's a party now. It's a party now.
On first down, Bridges. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff them in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
Great 15, great 15.
On second down now, Bridges. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10.
What you got?
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Check 15. Lou.
Now Wentz on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. On fourth down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. Fielded just inside the 30. Now a hit and a loose football. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game.
I'm going to break it.
I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it.
Take care of the football. That's all he needed to do.
Rush in.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They'll run on first down. Bridges. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. And they'll get to this and down it inside the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Double time. You got three down.
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. He finds Corey Davis. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards there, a first down.
A gain of 22 yards. Set by 50. It's our time. It's our time. Undercut. 81.
On first down, Dillon. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No chance.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
From midfield now, Haskins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. There he goes, right side. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Short throw, pick 6 right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. 2nd down, Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
52 is the mark.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Stop your whining. Hatchet. This one, 54 is Mike.
On play action, it's Wentz. And down he he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Montez Sweat in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Spike 3, 218, chop. 81, 81. Here, shift.
Now Wentz. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
It's game, baby. Come on, set. Ain't together. Tackle. 25. Check 43. Watch the twitch. Switch. Alert flare. Kill. Turn up. Kill to 6. Pull it. Now. Echo.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Derek Barnett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
9 yards. It's 2nd down.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Haskins to throw it, and he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Check Mike 27. Switch. Mike 27. Coming after you.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's going to be caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. As his guys are in for 6, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Well, that was the fly route for a touchdown, and since he caught that one and scored it, I got to tell the story. Before the game, we were standing there. He was running deep routes, dropped one. It bounced up and just hit me right in the gut, and I said, come on, man, but there was no drop.
Yeah, you okay now?
I'm good.
All right,
I'm good.
We got the ice pack up here. You're just fine. What I loved about it was the subtlety of the route, because everyone knows he's fast. They're going to play him for that route first and foremost. But sometimes it's a head fake. It's varying your speed off the line of scrimmage. It's giving the defensive back different angles to think about. Is he going inside? Is he going outside? And then, as you noted, he just took off past him. Oops. There he goes again.
They'll run on 1st down. Bridges. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 23-yard line.
Right there, 56. I got you, son.
Play action. Now Wentz. Man open. It's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle 1st down.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. Deron Payne, the big deep tackle there to make the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
54. I'm on. Check nickel. Mike's 5-4. Mike.
Sunday.
5-4. Come on, D.
Wow. Two jet. Hey, exit.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Wentz. But that's complete to Sanders. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A big play there on the catch and run, and even 50 yards.
First down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10.
Great 15. Great 15.
56. You run.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal.
Coming this way. Here we go. Safe.
5'9".
Check. Joker.
Here.
That's mine. I got him.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Here we go. 120.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Kill.
Here.
Hey, switch gears.
They'll try to run with Sanders. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. Let's think here. You're still just in the second quarter. You taking the 3 points?
I am taking the 3 points, and I'm just relying on my defense here. Show me I have a little confidence in them, and let the offense know, nice drive. Come back next time. We'll go get 6 then, but for now, we'll take the 3.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
At their own 31-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. Able to get this to Gordon. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First down, Washington.
I hope you brought your left because I'm about to take you to school.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. He's able to find Wallace. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
Let's go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
I know you felt that.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Haskins got his man there. It's Wallace complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 22-yard line.
First down, Redskins.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, it's Haskins. This is caught, and he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Redskins are going to retake the lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is now 14-10.
Redskins 14, Eagles 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wentz, and his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, and it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together, the front and back.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he's able to get it out of there. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
What we got? What we got? What we got? 53's the mic. 53. Check 53. Here we go, D. All day, defense.
Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. It was a solid check down there with pressure coming, wasn't it?
It was, because you're trying to go through your progression, and when you have that type of pressure in your face, it changes what you're doing and how fast you have to do your reads, and able to come back and find him in open space. That's a really nice play.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey, I'm coming.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. He'll get this one complete to Davis. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
First and goal.
Let's go, defense.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Big stop, let's go. Show it up. Check 99.
On the run, it's Peyton. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. From the 3 now, here they come on 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, Haskins. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So now on 4th down, the Redskins will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would say.
And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway.
We play to win. Let's go.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a carry for Dillon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
On 3rd down, Haskins uncorks one for Davis. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we... do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Now Mostert. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch twins. Watch twins. He's checking his line.
Here's Dillon. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now Haskins on first down. Dancing to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, you need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Got Gordon open, completes it. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Hopkins' kick is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So after the face mask, they get to start all the way up past the 35 now. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wentz, he'll let this thing go for Sanders. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. second down. Here's Haskins. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A sack by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles are usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
6 yards. First down, Redskins.
Haskins now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Here's Haskins out of the gun. This one caught by Davis. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 32-yard line.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Coach. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. Set the tone, defense.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Haskins. Open man left side is Wallace, complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And the Redskin first down.
53 is Mike. Hey, 53 is Mike. Pick me up. Here we go.
On 1st and 10. Haskins. Eluding the pressure right. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Let's put that team on the punt.
2nd and 10 now. Haskins. They will find Davis. That's complete. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First down goal at the 5-yard line.
Haskins back to the air. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Tighten up. Under 10. 10.
They'll run it. Here's Dillon. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Hopkins with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Eagles 10.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep him warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the fourth quarter. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 41-yard line.
Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Working from the gun, Wentz. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
2nd and 11 at the 22-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Check three, check three, check three.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dillon. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Here's Haskins. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On play action, Haskins. Oh, fighting off the defender. His throw incomplete. The safety Marcus May in there on the coverage.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
The Redskins on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. ready at the line. This Philly offense set to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Wentz now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
This pass complete. Wentz to Ertz. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot, not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game as we've seen in this one.
You're exactly right. They've taken him out of the game. That was just his first catch. Big reason they're losing right now. Wentz now on first down. And Sanders has got it complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He lost 6 there on the first down play. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Now Wentz again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Hey, my 7.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Flushed out right. Throwing right, and that's complete. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. The Eagles indeed snap it. Wentz, flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Down the man inside, down the man. Hey, kill.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. To throw, it's Wentz. And that's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. 56, Mike.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. Wentz going to go on 4th down. And he finds Stills, complete. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a first down throw that's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. It's Williams on the catch. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now Wentz. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Chad Williams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles get a score closer.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And this is going to be covered up by the Redskins. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. On first down, Dillon. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. They'll keep it on the ground. Dillon. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Now it's Haskins. Got his man there. It's Wallace complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up fourth down. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
One final try now for Wentz. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. So hail to the Redskins as they get the victory here. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
So for Washington, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Honey, I dash, got it on